Hello and welcome back. Last time we were together, we drew our 3-inch box bottom. Today we're going to take a look at drawing our 3-inch box lid. To start, we're going to begin with New from the ribbon, Standard IPT, and click Create. Start by clicking the 2D Sketch button from the top ribbon, and we're going to put a 2D sketch on our XY plane. Click Front to zoom all. Then we're going to select our rectangle tool from the ribbon and begin at our origin. Wait for the green dot to appear and click and stretch out a rectangle. The horizontal dimension for our lid for our box is 3 inches. Press the Tab key. Our vertical dimension is 3 inches. Press the Enter key on the keyboard. Now we're going to go up to the top right hand corner of our ribbon. Click the great big huge green check mark. I'm going to go home so I can see what's happening to my drawing part, and I'm going to click Extrude next. We're going to extrude in direction number 2, and I want to extrude a distance of 1.5 inches. And click OK. Next we need to recess a hole in here for our lid to fit over the top of our box bottom. We're going to do that by clicking Start 2D Sketch and place a 2D sketch on our front view. Next, we're going to get our rectangle tool, and we're going to start in the lower left-hand corner of our rectangle. My part. I'm going to stretch a rectangle to my upper right-hand side. This dimension is 2.5 inches for a horizontal dimension. Press the Tab key, and 2.5 inches for a vertical dimension. Press the Enter key. Now we need to center this square rectangle that we drew on our part. So I'm going to take and select my dimension tool. I'm going to dimension from the left hand side of my rectangle or square that I just drew to the left hand side of my part. Bring this dimension down. This dimension is going to be 1/4 inch, 0.25, and green check mark. I'm also going to take and dimension from the bottom of the square that we just drew using our rectangle tool to the bottom of my part. Bring this dimension out to the side. And this is going to be 1/4 inch, 0.25, green check mark. With our recess drawn and dimensioned and a location dimension, we're going to come up to the upper right hand corner of our ribbon, click the green check mark, Finish Sketch, and I'm going to click my Extrude button. I'm going to extrude, select the inner square that we drew. We want to extrude and cut, which is this one right here, the cut tool. And I want to extrude a distance of 0.75, which is 3/4 inch, and click OK. Now we're going to come up to the top, right above the word Tab Environments, to where it says Default. And I'm going to change my material type from the default material to yellow pine. Then I'm going to go up to my orange capital letter I, and I'm going to save as. I'm going to make sure this is going into my H drive, first initial last name 000, and I'm going to call this so my name and 3-inch lid. Whoops. With an I. And then click Save. Next we're going to take and run our tool paths. So we're going to come up to the top above our ribbon. There are little tabs that are up here. We're going to select the CAM, C-A-M tab, and we're going to set up our job. So I'm going to click the Setup folder. First I want to change my origin from the middle to the lower left hand corner, so I'm do that here where it says Stock Box Point. I'm going to change to Model Origin. Next I'm going to set my stock up. I want to make sure that my depth is 1.5, and next I'm going to go to my post processor, and for my program comment I'm going to type in my name, .3-inch box lid, and click OK. Next, we're going to go to our 2D milling area and we're going to select 2D pocket. Now remember that we extruded this 3/4 of an inch, so we're going to have to take this in multiple passes. We're going to come back to that in 1 second. When our menu loads at the left, we always work our menus top to bottom and our tabs left to right. So I'm going to select my tool first, and I want to scroll down till I find Sample Tools Inch. The area on the left, I want to scroll down until I can find my 1/4 inch tools. And out of all the 1/4 inch tools here, I want to choose the bottom one, the 1/4 inch flat end mill, and click Select. Once my tool is selected, I'm going to choose my geometry to select, and here I want to choose only the bottom area of the ditch for the lid. Moving over, I want to check my heights. I'm going to choose my clearance height, open that window up, and I want to change from retract height to stock top. And I'm going to change the clearance offset to 0.2. Let's check the retract height selection, stock top 0.2. For my feed height, I'm going to change to stock top 0.2. Once those are selected, we can move on to our passes tab. Where it says stock to leave, we're going to deselect that. Next, we are going to check multiple depths. This box needs to be checked. And where it says maximum roughing step down, we want to change this to 0.2. Very important that this is listed at 0.2. And then we're going to move over to our linking parameters tab. Here in the linking parameters, we're going to deselect the lead in. We're going to deselect the lead out. And we want to change our ramp style from helix to plunge. Once you have those selected, we're going to click OK. It's going to generate your tool pass, and you can see the multiple steps that it puts in there. And then we're going to click on our Simulate button up in the ribbon. Click Play. Once it goes through and finishes playing your simulation, we're going to click Close. And then we're going to choose the Post-Process button, which is right next to the Simulate. We want to make sure that one Butler MS Techno, that's the mill that we are using, is selected. And I want to change this to go to my H drive, first initial last name 000. I clicked right there in order to do that. Lammer's 3-inch box, I'm going to change that to lid. So this should read your name 3-inch box lid, and click Post. Once again, we're going to type in your name 3-inch box lid and click Save. When our M&G code editor for the file editor comes up, we're going to X this out in the upper right hand corner. You can minimize your inventor, and then on the desktop you should find a CNC mill icon. We're going to click on that. We're going to select Translate Execute. I'm going to select my Lammer's 3-inch box lid, the NCD file, and click Open. Select OK on this window, and now I want to preview. When your teacher comes over, he wants to see this. You're going to press S on the keyboard, F on the keyboard, and then you're going to call your teacher over to check your tool pass before they'll let you cut. Once you have this cut out, your box bottom and the lid should fit together nicely. With a little bit of sanding, it'll smooth up, and then you will be done. Congratulations, nice job.